Imagine an empire that lasted for over 1,000 years, shaping laws, languages, and cities that still stand today. This is the story of Rome, an epic tale of triumph and tragedy, of incredible ambition and spectacular collapse. How did a small city-state on the Italian peninsula grow to dominate the known world? And what forces ultimately brought this mighty empire to its knees? Let's dive in. Our story begins in 753 BC with the legendary founding of Rome by Romulus. For nearly 500 years, it was a republic, governed by elected senators. This was a period of relentless expansion. Led by brilliant generals like Julius Caesar, Roman legions marched across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. They weren't just conquerors, they were master engineers, building roads, aqueducts, and cities that connected their vast territory. The Republic's success, however, sowed the seeds of its own destruction. Power struggles and civil wars erupted, culminating in the rise of one man, Augustus, Rome's first emperor. This marked the beginning of the Pax Romana, or Roman peace, a golden age of stability and prosperity that lasted for 2 centuries. The empire was at its peak, the Colosseum echoed with the roar of the crowds, trade flourished from Britain to Persia, and Roman culture spread far and wide. But this peace couldn't last forever. By the 3rd century AD, the cracks began to show. The empire had grown too large to govern effectively, leading to a period known as the crisis of the 3rd century. It was plagued by constant civil wars, economic turmoil, and invasions from barbarian tribes along its borders. Emperors like Diocletian and Constantine tried desperately to hold the crumbling empire together. Diocletian even split it into 2 halves, east and west, hoping to make it more manageable. Constantine moved the capital to a new city, Constantinople, and made Christianity the favored religion of the empire. These were monumental changes, but they were ultimately just delaying the inevitable. The Western Roman Empire was weakening day by day. Its economy was in ruins, its armies were overstretched, and its political leadership was in chaos. The final blow came in the 5th century. Waves of Germanic tribes, like the Goths and the Vandals, poured across the frontiers. Rome itself was sacked multiple times. Finally, in the year 476 AD, the last Western Roman emperor, a young boy ironically named Romulus Augustulus, was deposed. This date is traditionally seen as the end of the Western Roman Empire, but was it really the end? The eastern half, which we now call the Byzantine Empire, would thrive for another 1,000 years, preserving Roman law, culture, and knowledge. So, what really caused Rome to fall? There's no single answer. It was a perfect storm of military overreach, political instability, economic decay, and relentless external pressure. The story of Rome's rise and fall is more than just a history lesson. It is a timeless warning about the fragility of even the greatest powers and a powerful reminder of how empires are built, how they flourish, and how they eventually fade into memory, leaving behind a legacy that continues to shape our world. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey through history fascinating, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more stories from our past. See you next time.